Good morning, everyone. I've had a few questions regarding searching for peer-reviewed articles. I know that sometimes those documents from the library maybe aren't the most helpful. So I've done this the last couple times I've taught this course, and so I wanted to just give you a little bit of an overview about searching for those articles, and then I'll give you a tip on citations that might help make APA citations a little bit easier for you, especially reference page citations. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen here, and as you can see, I'm in the main core page. And so to get to the library resources, you click on resources, all right, and scroll down a little bit here, and we have library. And so here's the home page. I'll come back to that in a few minutes. But the resource that I use the most is Solar. It says Google all the library resources, and that is essentially what it is. You can really search whatever you'd like. Scholastic, that is if you are looking for a book or other type of media like a video or a recording of something. And so later on in your other courses, if there is something that you want, sent to you, there is interlibrary loan, and you can use the Scholastic resources for that to request those materials. Um, this is also EBSCO Academic Ebook Collection. That is exactly what it is. It's a collection of ebooks. Databases, A to Z. This is kind of interesting too. It's kind of, what do I want to say? Um, uh, like profession or major kind of specific. And so like if you're in psych, there's specific databases for psych, and I and medical stuff like nursing and that kind of thing. So, and then at the bottom here, the citation help, these are those LibGuides, those references that I've already pointed you to. So, all right, let's go back up here. Solar, let's click in Solar. I'm going to try to keep this short because I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I want you to be able to just get in here, okay? All right, so as you can see, a simple search. So let's search ethics in healthcare. Okay. Of course, my computer is a little slow this morning. All right. So the first thing that I would do when I get in here is go to this scholarly peer-reviewed journals. I want to limit my search to only those, and that's what I asked you to do for this week's discussion board post, is to find a peer-reviewed journal article. Okay, and so here you go. Here's a bunch of them. Okay. So as you can see, some of these, I guess if you want full text only, you can click here too. I like this because I can get a full list of everything that's available to me. And if I can't get the full article here, then I can a lot of times do interlibrary loan or request it. And so for journal articles, what's really nice is they'll just email it to you. And so anyways, I like that resource. So, okay, so let's just pick one of these. I'm going to pick one here that has a PDF full text. I have no idea if this is the one I want to pick or not, but I just want to demonstrate to you how this works. Take my time. Okay. Click open. And then it should pop up for you guys. Okay, so there's the article. So I'm going to read this article. Yep, I think this is the one I want. Okay. So then what I want you to do is, or I should say, so that's the article you want, that's fine. You're going to have to, cite it. And so this is a tip I wanted to show you guys. So over here, you'll see different options that you have right now. So there's Google Drive. So I think you can open it in Google Drive, you can print it, you can email it, you can also add it to a folder. So within here, you could sign in and create a folder and maybe, articles on ethics or whatever, and create a folder, or HIM 6502, that's your folder. So you could do that. And right here, there's cite. Okay, so I'm going to just come back to that, export it. You can export it to different formats, and then here is a permalink. So if you want to provide a link to it. Okay, but I'm going to come back up here. So this is the tip I want to show you guys. So click on cite. All right, so here is an actual citation for you all. All right, so all you have to do is copy and paste it. All right, this is if this is the article you want. So copy and then pull a word here. New. I was working on something else yesterday. So, okay, so I'm going to paste it, right? So once you do that, you just have to come in and format it. So I'm going to format it here for you guys. So as you can see, it took away some of the formatting that was there. I'm sure there's probably a way to do it more easily. This is the way I always do it though. So if you guys find a better way to keep the formatting, that's just fine. Let me see here if I can so the first thing I want to do is I want to double space it. I got to get rid of this. So double space, I did my indenting. Look at the title because you only capitalize the first word of the title and then the first word after a colon. Okay, so that looks good. The journal, name of the journal is always italicized. Okay, and then there's our page numbers, our and our DOI. You're good to go. You can copy and paste it again into whatever document you're working on, or leave it if you copied it right onto your page. So we'll give you a heads up. Sometimes copying and pasting into Blackboard, the discussion forum, is not always the kindest. A lot of times it moves things around and it doesn't look the way that you want it to look, and that's okay. I understand that, and so I'm not going to be deducting from your journal entry because the formatting was off just a little bit. The main thing I'm going to be looking for is, okay, this was, you have the um, authors' last names listed, you have a date, you have the title, you have the name of the journal, you have all this good stuff in terms of page numbers and I don't know what is wrong with my brain this morning, but the edition or whatever of the journal, and then you have your DOI or your hyperlink. And so the last thing I would say here is that the hyperlink, sometimes when you go like that, it turns it into a hyperlink. It used to be before, when we were in the 6th edition of APA, this was a no-no, having blue text underlined within your citation. And so now that has changed, and I guess it doesn't matter. And so whether it's like this or not, and so if you don't like that, that's fine. You can remove it, and you can do that simply by just right-clicking on it and doing remove hyperlink, and then it turns back to regular text. Okay? All right, so that was super quick, and I hope it helped you. If you have more questions on this part, please let me know, and I can definitely do another recording. I can work through it with you one-on-one. But the main thing here is just, entering your search term and then searching for specifically peer-reviewed journal articles. If you want something more recent, play around with this stuff. You can, you can update the publication date. You can look for just more formatting, limitations, subjects, publishers, publications, language, geography, database. And so the other thing I'll just finish up here with is you can also do the advanced search, okay? And this also allows you to play around here. So maybe you know the title, and so you can go to title and enter the title of the article. Maybe you found it someplace else. Maybe you have an author. Here are the disciplines. just more searching abilities, and so I'm not gonna go over all of that with you. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. Um, See, it's early, and I'm trying to remember what else I said I was going to go over, but um, I will. Okay, let's quick look at this citation help here. I'm just going to peek at it. So you want to go to APA, right? Excuse me. All right. So I will tell you right here that this is helpful as well. So um, there's APA frequently asked questions. There's different reference formats. So say you're wondering, how do I cite a web page or a website? I can go here to web pages and websites, and it's going to provide you with um, examples, and it's going to explain it, what you include. Okay, it breaks it down, and so it does that for every type of citation. Formatting your paper. This talks a lot about margins and the details of it. Um, Here's a checklist title page for a student paper. So if you're wondering about that, in-text citations. So if you have questions on in-text citations, this is a great resource as well. And so this is a table. So it breaks out parenthetical citations and narrative citations. So in the old in a sixth version, I shouldn't say old, they had a great table like this. And so um, definitely take advantage of this. I haven't found this table in the seventh edition yet, and I thought this was really helpful as I was working on my dissertation and as I work to grade. And so definitely play around with this. Here's some more resources, a little bit on ethically using sources, Turnitin, plagiarism, all that good stuff. So if you're going to quote and if you're going to paraphrase, make sure you're avoiding plagiarism and following the guidelines from the APA text. And then EndNote is kind of a nice resource. This will probably um, become most helpful for you when you're working on your final applied project. And so it's a great way to organize your resources and kind of track things um, when you're researching for big papers. Okay, so I think that was everything. If you have questions, like I said, let me know, and I can walk you through it over the phone or do some screenshots in an email or whatever. And I could also do another recording. And so I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a really great day, and I'll be checking out your discussion here in a few minutes. So I'll be giving some feedback and things. All right, talk to you later. Bye.